The Muslim, every day they go to the mosque. And they go how many times? 5 times. And when they mention the name of Muhammad, it's with maximum respect.
The Islam we hear about in Western media has nothing to do with Islam. What the West has created today, what they call Muslim terrorism, is a Western fabrication, but Islam has nothing to do with that.
There is a statement. It's simple. You go anywhere, they tell you, Al-Muslim, Akul Muslim. Anywhere you go to, they will tell you a Muslim is the brother of a Muslim. The Muslims are the people you see, rich man, contractor. He will park his car and go and kneel down and bow down with common members, commoners.
For years, people have been told to fear Islam. But what happens when Christian pastors and bishops who actually lived among Muslims speak for themselves? In this video, their honest testimonies reveal a side of Islam that many people were never expecting to hear. Let's start with Pastor Eastwood Anaba. Before speaking about Islam, he makes a striking observation about something many people rarely admit publicly: the discipline, respect, and devotion Muslims show toward their faith. He points to qualities that he believes many Christians have lost: reverence, humility, and seriousness in worship.
You know, there is some kind of nonsense which is spoken only about churches and in church. Let me tell you people, there are things nobody dare do them in a mosque. If we were kneeling down, bowing down, kneeling down, bowing down, washing ourselves before we enter church, many people will stop church. What kind of church is this? I can't go through all this punishment. Remove my shoes, wash my feet, clean myself. Why? They'll tell you it's not necessary. The Muslim will do all that and then enter the church or the mosque, and they are not sitting on a chair. Mad.
That's not all. Pastor Anaba then turns to another powerful aspect of Islam that deeply impressed him: the simplicity and equality found in Muslim worship, where wealth and status disappear before God.
The Muslim, every day they go to the mosque. Not once a week, every day. And they go how many times? 5 times. Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar. Every day. Businessmen, rich people, you with your poverty. Oh, the Muslims are the people you see, rich man, contractor. He will park his car and go and kneel down and bow down with common members, commoners. And I don't think they also enter the mosque with their shoe.
Finally, Pastor Anaba delivers an unexpected message to fellow Christians, encouraging them to learn valuable lessons from the Muslims' respect, unity, and devotion to their religion.
And when they mention the name of Muhammad, they add some sacred words to it. When they refer to their imam, it's with maximum respect. Go to them and learn, and remove Nkwasiasem from your brain. Go to them and learn. If you want to become a good Christian, one day, just beg the imam to allow you to go to the mosque for 1 week. You will change.
After decades of living side by side with Muslims in Damascus, Father Elias Zalawi speaks from personal experience rather than media narratives. His testimony challenges many of the fears and stereotypes often associated with Islam in the West.
You spoke about the relationship between Christians and Islam. Here in Europe, many people are told that Muslims are dangerous and that Christians should fear Islam. Do you believe that is true?
If Islam were truly as violent and brutal as some people claim today, then no Christian or Jew would have survived the early Muslim conquests. Yet history tells a very different story. From the very beginning, Muslims were able to build cooperation with the societies they entered, creating a coexistence that allowed different religious communities to live side by side. And this spirit of coexistence has continued throughout history. I am a priest from Damascus. I was born there in 1932. I have lived among both Christians and Muslims my entire life. I grew up in that environment, and from my own experience, I can tell you this with complete sincerity. Throughout my years as a priest, I have found immense joy in my relationships with Muslims, in their friendship, their kindness, and their support.
Father Zahlawi then addresses one of the most controversial questions of our time: the claim that Islam is connected to terrorism, a narrative he strongly rejects.
The Islam we hear about in Western media has nothing to do with Islam. What the West has created today, what they call Muslim terrorism, is a Western fabrication that Islam itself has never known. And this fabrication has begun to harm Western societies themselves.
So, you're saying that's not jihad?
No, absolutely not. It is a version of jihad that has been fabricated and manipulated by the West, supposedly to subdue the Middle East and reduce it to tribes and factions fighting each other endlessly. The goal was to make sure that no country in the Middle East could remain stable or peaceful. But Islam has nothing to do with that.
Pastor Yusuf Tunde speaks about something he says left a permanent mark on his heart: the powerful sense of brotherhood and solidarity he witnessed among Muslims during one of the most difficult moments of his life. A moment when a mosque opened its doors to him after others refused to help him.
I keep hearing people say, hey, Christians need to be in power. Christians need to do this. Sir, is it with this kind of Christianity? A Christianity that is lame, a Christianity that is weak. There is a statement. It's simple. You go anywhere, they tell you, Al-Muslim, Akul Muslim. Anywhere you go to, they will tell you, a Muslim is the brother of a Muslim. I have shared with you here a terrible thing. I hate sharing it. I was sent by the Archbishop somewhere, and I got stranded on the way. I went to a church to go and tell them that they should, I want to spend the night there. I heard the pastor and the wife arguing inside. I told them, I said, look, I will not sleep in your house. I want to sleep in the church. Sir, they didn't allow me. I left that place and walked to a mosque. The only thing I said is, Assalamu alaikum. I slept in the mosque.
3 different Christian voices, 3 different life experiences, yet all of them arrived at the same conclusion. Beyond the stereotypes and media narratives, they found discipline, respect, brotherhood, and humanity in Islam. Their words are not coming from theory, but from what they personally witnessed with their own eyes, and perhaps that is what makes these testimonies so powerful. When people speak honestly about Islam, despite all the noise surrounding it, the truth becomes impossible to ignore. Thank you for watching.